Hello, Leger community. I want to take just a few minutes of your time to talk about something that's becoming an increasing problem for everyone, and that's our morning drop-off. I recognize a great source of concern and frustration that it's creating for parents, but it's also creating some concerns for us as well. I think a big indicator of how bad things are getting outside for us right now is that today on February 25th, we had 36 students late. For us, we count late. If a student is coming into the building after the bell rings at 9 o'clock, they're late. They get a late slip from Mrs. Penny. The office was cleared today by 9:10. There were no more students in the office. So again, it only took about 10 minutes, but still 36 late is something that we want to avoid. And I think it's symptomatic of what's happening outside right now. My number one goal is to try and alleviate that situation outside. We want to make it a less frustrating start to the morning for our students, and most importantly for our parents. We don't want you to go to work in that frustrated mood. We want to make sure that it is completely safe for everybody outside. So for the rest of this video presentation, I'm going to lay out what we're going to do, and I'm going to make a couple of requests from you. Most importantly, I think we need a community response to this. We can have staff outside, and we do have 2 staff members in the morning who are out in front who do help us direct traffic. I recognize now that I need to be out there a little bit more as well, but I really believe that no amount of traffic direction is going to make up for it. What we really need is everybody to be able to do their part to help make this move a little bit smoother. One of the first things that I know that you've probably noticed, and it might not have been the most popular decision, but I really believe it was a necessary one, is that the parking lot is now blocked off every morning starting at 8:45. The reason for this is twofold. According to the health and safety standards that I need to uphold as principal of this school, the parking lot is not a drop-off zone. It is a staff parking lot. We can use, the parents and volunteers can use the parking lot if they are coming into the school for an appointment, or if they're volunteering, or if they need to come to the office for anything. Totally acceptable, but it cannot be a drop-off zone. Second issue that was happening is the parents who were previously dropping off children in the yard, quite a few people were exiting the school through the entrance, creating a safety hazard for both pedestrians and for the traffic and the cars coming into the school. This area here I like to call the negative zone. This is the area where the majority of people like to drop off in the morning. And because so many people are trying to drop off in this tight area here, it creates huge traffic pressures along Moorish and along Euclid. One of the other biggest problems that we have here is this is also one of our bus drop-off zones. We have 3 small buses and 3 larger buses that drop off students every day. The timing that they come is supposed to be after 8:40, but we don't know when after 8:40. Depending on traffic, depending on pickup, it becomes highly unpredictable. So we can't offer parents a set time saying that if you come after this time, that area will be free. What we ask for instead is that you use the full length of the kiss and ride. We have quite a long space, but it becomes that much shorter, and we have that much more dangerous situation is created when everybody is trying to drop off in one space rather than using the whole length. I understand that parents of our younger children, especially our primary children, want to watch their children enter into the building. So we ask that the parents of our junior and our intermediate students drop off their children on the south side of the kiss and ride. One of the other things that we have to do, and this is the number one job of our staff who are outside on supervision in the morning, is the crosswalk. We cannot guarantee that there will be traffic direction throughout the whole kiss and ride, but this area is staff focus. Staff is responsible for escorting students and parents through the crosswalk and ensuring that no cars are parked there in the morning. Unfortunately, I saw 2 parents stop their cars there this morning, let children out, and one parent proceeded to make a cell phone call while stopped in that area there. We can't have that happen. This area has to be free and clear at all times. So solutions. What can we do to help fix this situation? Again, this might not be the most popular suggestion, but I think it's an important one. Please leave a few minutes earlier, especially right now during this extreme cold and snow. I was outside this morning at 8:45 putting out the blockade for the parking lot. There were only 3 cars in the parking lot at that time at 8:45. Traffic congestion really starts after 8:50 and especially at about 8:55. Again, we ask you to use the whole length for drop-off. Staff at morning bus supervision are responsible for the crosswalk. We will do a better job, and we will make sure that the crosswalk area stays free and clear of stopping cars. I've also contacted 43 Division, and I spoke to Staff Sergeant Morera in their community support division there to be able to offer us some kind of support to see what can happen in terms of police direction to help us with the traffic. Do not escort your children into the building or yard. Staff begins supervision at 8:40 a.m. daily. We have 2 staff members, who are a minimum of 2, who will be out front every morning starting at 8:40, greeting the buses and greeting students coming at the crosswalk. In the good weather, we have 2 staff members who are in supervision in the yard at the back, and right now they're doing indoor supervision. There are going to always be people in the yard or in front after 8:40. You do not need to stop in front and bring your children into the school. And finally, I ask that everyone be courteous and consider all community members. We all have the same goal in mind: safe drop-off in the morning. If everybody does their part, we will be much more successful in making this happen. So again, please, at no point stop in the crosswalk area. Please use the whole length of the kiss and ride. And also, let's try and have our intermediate and junior students especially are the ones who are going to be doing drop-off on the south side. Again, I thank you, and we can do this all together.